weather is perfect for this year's display and a record crowd is expected. Thanks to Ards Borough Council, the Ulster Airshow is back to commemorate the 60th anniversary of the end of the war against Nazi Germany. In keeping with this theme, there will be many World War II aircraft. This is the famous Catalina flying boat showing its post-war civilian firebombing colour scheme. And now in military colours, a very large model of the Catalina, which performs just like the real thing. It even has a retracting undercarriage. And now have a look at the real thing. This Catalina was built by Canadian Vickers in Quebec in 1943. For many years it was leased to the French firefighting force. By the late 1990s these Catalinas were being disposed of and the aircraft was stored for a while at St Thomas's, Ontario. Its water tanks and cargo hatches were removed and it was converted to a passenger carrier. The Utterly Butterly Barnstormers are back this year. The world's only formation wing walking team with twin sisters Libby and Poppy Dover. I spoke first to Libby and asked her what it felt like to wing walk.
Well, you're travelling at 150 miles an hour, doing 4G, which is 4 times your body weight. So, understandably, we have to be quite fit. It's a huge air pressure on your body. So not just standing still, we're waving all the time and spinning our harnesses upside down. But it's a fantastic feeling, even though it's quite hard work.
It's quite a unique feeling. Definitely life-changing experience for the summer.
And tell me, have you any contact with the pilot down below? If you
only hand signals.
So if you're in an emergency situation where there's something wrong,
thumbs down. If there's a problem, thumbs down. Other than that, it's just hand signals really.
They're crucial, so they won't do a manoeuvre unless we give them the signal that we're okay.
Right. Yes, and if you give them the signal, then that's the show finished, and they get down as quickly as
but
they.
Nothing ever. It's totally safe. There's never any, touch wood.
You never feel sick.
No.
No. That's part of the job. We enjoy it.
Yeah, we've never been scared of roller coasters or anything.
So how did you build up to this then? How did you, what's your progression to get to
the training? Well, basically we first start in the hangar. The planes are in the hangar. And we climb into the harnesses until we're sick of swiveling up and down, just without the plane moving or anything. And once we've got that, no problems, then they'll take us up and you can try do some swiveling in the air.
They might go a bit slower than they would in a show just to start off with. So they'll do it gradually. And so by the time we're doing shows,
we're
completely comfortable with doing it.
Yeah. Well, let's hope everything goes all right for you today. We will be getting you on camera. These planes are owned by Aero Superbatics and are based on a beautiful grass aerodrome in the Cotswolds. The team now has the distinction of being the longest continuously sponsored civil team in the UK, firstly with Cadbury's and latterly with St Ivan. Their display is seen all over Europe. Indeed, we had hoped to see all 4 of their steermans together this year, but 2 of them are in France this weekend. It might seem strange to see this team at a World War II commemoration event, but steermans were widely used during World War II to train RAF aircrew in the United States.
The drum was 0 when you can't fly upside down, you might as well stand on your head on the wing.
And here from World War II, the famous Dakota C-47, a year-round workhorse for the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight. It is painted in the livery of 267 Pegasus Squadron, which flew in a transport role in the Middle East and Mediterranean theatre in 1943-44. Accompanying the Dakota, two 1944 Spitfires, which have taken years to restore. One came from a kibbutz tip in the Gaza Strip. The Lynx helicopter is fast and agile, a deadly tank killer when equipped with 8 armoured missiles. With Captain Neil Bishops at the controls, the Lynx is put through extreme manoeuvres.
Sitting there enjoying the countryside, we know where you are, staring straight up. And here we go, into the loo.
And watch here from a stationary hover, it goes straight into a somersault. Piloted by 34-year-old Derek Sington, the supersonic Jaguar. Derek is only the second pilot in Jaguar history to qualify as a flying instructor and weapons instructor. He finishes his display with a full power rocket climb to 10,000 feet.
Because here you are coming up to full power now and rocketing along at 500 knots. We'd like to welcome to Newton on 2005 this year's Royal Air Force Tornado.
Flown by Flight Lieutenant Richard Dickleboys, the Royal Air Force Tornado, a multi-role combat aircraft with swing wing geometry which caters for the best performance at a variety of speeds. With the wings swept forward, the approach speed for landing can be as low as 140 knots, while at altitude with wings swept back, their Tornado is capable of Mach 2.2, over twice the speed of sound. Everyone's favourite after perhaps the Red Arrows, the Harrier GR7 is back this year. One of the dangers that this aircraft constantly faces is FOD. FOD stands for Foreign Object Debris or Damage. In simple terms, it means loose items on the ground getting into an aircraft engine. It was a piece of FOD that led to the tragic crash of Concorde in Paris. The Harrier can do the amazing things that it does, because its Pegasus engine provides about 22,500 pounds of thrust. This produces jet velocities of about 800 miles per hour from the front nozzles and 1,200 miles per hour from the rear nozzles. When that sort of thrust is pointed downwards, anything loose on the ground, and even things that were not previously loose, will move. Any airborne FOD that gets sucked into the engine could seriously damage it and potentially endanger the whole aircraft.
batting team for 2005. Please put your hands together for the Red Arrows. Team fly to your left-hand side, red zinc 9 trail, white smoke as they form into 9-arrow formation. From the right-hand side, the angle of bank increases, the G increases, the smoke comes on for the Swan Bend. The team pulls up, the smoke will come on for the Apollo roll. We've got absolute beautiful conditions for large-scale formation aerobatics here today. See you at 12 o'clock to team pull up for the Lancaster Quarter Clover. The coloured smoke comes on. The team pull up for the big battle to short diamond loop. You'll see the formation collapsing into the short diamond formation, a mile above us. Took them 10 seconds to get there, and now accelerating back to 400 miles an hour, just 300 feet above the beach. High in the sky from your left-hand side, for the short diamond bend. So Reds 4 and 5 on the wings of the Eagle are working extremely hard to maintain formation position. It's a great shot as the sun glints off the airframes and canopies to your 10 o'clock. Once again, the angle of bank increases, the G increases, the smoke comes on for the Eagle Bend. Once again, cameras at the ready. There's the team below. The smoke will come on for the chevron roll. White heart, white heart. So ladies and gentlemen, the team fly on the 10 o'clock. That concludes the first half of the display. That's the aerial valley over with. Thank you. Above the ground, passengers feet apart. For the first time today, to your left and right, the synchro pair and a brand new manoeuvre for the 2005 season. It's the Cyclone. Both pilots are flying the aircraft to maximum performance. The Cyclone is in a oblique loop. Aircraft now accelerating as both pilots now start to pull 8 times the force of gravity, still closing over 700 miles